Probation, this is an application. Court is calling 2024 CR 6514, State of Texas versus Ruben Solano. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense,
Deborah Burp, Your Honor.
and are you Mr. Solano?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the discovery counsel with your client and have you received it all from the state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Solano, did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We waive it.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Solano, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Solano, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends community supervision, and there's to be restitution to SAPD for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, your community service is to be for a term of 3 years. There's to be a TAP evaluation and 150 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Into the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
No objection.
State you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We would like to.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I hope you follow our plea agreement, Your Honor.
All right. When's the last time you had employment?
I was almost self-employed, so I work for myself.
Doing what?
I do, I'm a jack of all tradesmen. I do plumbing,
Well, do you have a
Mechanical.
license to do plumbing?
no, ma'am, I sure don't.
All right, so you
Yeah.
need to work on that
Yes, ma'am. So,
because then that means that you're depending on people just calling you instead of a plumber
yeah,
calling you.
okay.
How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
Why?
I had a kid at 14 years old, so I had to drop out of school and start working.
And when's the last time you saw your child?
My child been like 3 months, 4 months.
Okay. And how old is your child?
7 months. So 7-month-old baby right now.
Well, wait a minute.
What about?
Oh, my
you were
20-year-old.
14. you had a
Oh, yes,
child.
yes,
It's
yes.
like
No, I'll talk about now. I'll talk about.
something's wrong with the
No,
time.
no, I'm sorry. No, I haven't seen my child like forever.
All right, so now you have a 7-month-old.
Yes, I got a 7-month-old baby. Yes,
And who does the 7-month-old live with?
with his mother.
All right. And who do you live with?
I live with my grandma.
All right, everybody always wants to put a bunch of problems on their grandmothers.
No,
You're an adult, get a job.
I know.
You know, live by yourself. Your grandmother just
Well,
wants to be a grandmother.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Your Honor.
All right. Court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 3 years. $2,000 fine, that'll be probated. You're going to get employment, not this, I'm just a handyman. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Handyman is supposed to be
Like
a
this.
side job. You have your regular job and that's for extra income. So there's to be proof of employment within 30 days of release.
Gonna be in jail for a minute.
All right, well, I see in jail for a minute.
It's an assault case, not indicted.
All right. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. We'll do the TAP evaluation in custody.
Okay.
Follow recs. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. There's to be 120 sober days. I'm sorry, 120 sober meetings in 120 days upon release.
Excuse, will you repeat that just so I can understand?
120 sober meetings and 120 days upon release from custody. There's to be 150 community service hours. 50 of those hours will be waived upon completion of parenting classes. The remaining 100 hours will be waived if you obtain a trade school certificate or obtain your GED. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months upon release from custody.
That means a home visit
Yes,
once a month for 6 months.
yes. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Oh, thank you. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. And we're going to do the UA hotline until further notice. All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. To be successful in this court on probation, communication is key. If you feel as though you're going to use, don't sit at your house and just think, oh, I'm going to use, I'm just going to see what happens. Pick up the phone, call probation, say, I'm struggling right now. They'll get you the help you need. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court and I'll address it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
More.
Jocelyn Chapa. And probation, this is going to be the last plea.